right. Let's get it popping. All right, I'm live. Let me do this. Let me let everybody know that a player is live right now. Let this thing kick in like it's supposed to kick in. Come on, live kick in. Come on, come on. I am live right now. What's going on with everybody, man? Hope you guys are having a good evening. Trying to get this thing together. Hope you guys are having a great holiday weekend. Come on, thing. I'm trying to get this thing popping. How y'all been, guys? Come on, where's this thing, dude? Hold on. Oh, there it is. There, I see myself there. All right, there we go. Let me turn this volume down. All right, there you go. What's up, guys? Y'all come on in the room. Let me let everybody know on the gram that we're live right now and on Facebook and all these other social media networks. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm just letting everybody know on my social media that we're live. I'm a little bit late, not that late. We're going to have a good discussion nonetheless. I'm letting my Facebook people know. Everybody come on in the room. When you come on in the room, hit the like button. When you come in the room, I need y'all to hit that like button. Now let me let the gram know, and then when I let the gram know, y'all know what it is. We're good to go. We're going to ride out with it. All right, let me do this. I hate to have to do it when I'm live on the damn air. All right, hold on. And again, y'all hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button when you come in the room. All right, hold on. Let me do this. Bam, bam, bam. There it is. All right. We good to go. All right, we here. All right, what's going on, guys? Let me see what's going on in the chat room. All right, everybody come on in here, man. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to need you to hit that thumbs up button. What's going on, Pensacola, Florida? Shout out to Pensacola. We got the Karen keychains available at KarenKeychain.com. People are asking about the Karen keychains. You know, I keep one on my keys. You got to keep the Karen keychains. Oh, they've been slinging off the shelves for the holidays. And don't forget your foundational Black American bandana, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget your FBA bandana. Y'all see my sweater? I got my holiday sweater. This is you see my sweater here? It's my Godzilla holiday sweater. It's my Kwanzaa sweater. My Godzilla Kwanzaa sweater with lights on this motherfucker. Ugly sweater gang all up in this piece. If we're going to have an ugly sweater contest, I'm going to rock the best one. All right, so that's my sweater here. So happy holidays to everybody. And again, everybody get your bandanas, your FBA bandanas at officialfba.com. Ladies and gentlemen, you got your FBA scarf in the mail? That's what's up. Yeah, we getting them off fast. We got the flags too. You want that flag? Grab that flag, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Yes, I'm rocking that ugly sweater, gang. So we're going to have a great discussion. That's my lady. Come here real quick. Come on. Hold on, lady. Hold on. Come on in real quick. Use the key. So we're gonna have a great discussion on tonight's broadcast. But my lady just came. Just want her to say hi real quick. I know. Come say hi real quick.
Oh, you got your sweater on?
Yeah, I got my ugly sweater on.
I need my sweater on.
What's up, Lexi? But they can't see you. They can't see you. Look at what's going on. You good?
I got my hammer.
Oh, you got your GoPro? That's
Yeah.
What's up. Cool. You got lights on.
Oh, got lights.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Cool. All right. I better lock that door because I don't want no cat burglars coming in here.
Okay.
All right, what's going on? So we're here. What's up to Vallejo? shout out to everybody. Come on in the room, guys. Come on in the room. I need everybody to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that like button. People are like, oh, damn, your lady is fine. You damn right she is. What the hell did you think? She's very cute. Yes, she is. What's up, Ola? Shout out to Ola in the house. Shout out to my player partner. Ola is in the house. Yes, yes. Man. So a lot we're going to touch on tonight, guys. We got a new year coming up, guys. We got a new year coming up, man. This is the end of the year. This has been a hell of a damn year. This has been a hell of a year, ladies and gentlemen. And us as black people, particularly foundational black Americans, just and black people in general, we're going to have to get our mindset right. Family, did Kamala Harris say Happy Kwanzaa and that her grandparents celebrated Kwanzaa or something like that? No, we're going on vacation. That's what we got the GoPro for. We're going on vacation. But didn't Kamala say something about Kwanzaa and her grandparents? Let me find that clip of Kamala. I didn't see that clip. Let me find it real quick. I heard about it. I haven't seen it. I'm glad you reminded me. I've been running around all day. Hold on. Let me find that clip. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Hold on, I spelled it wrong. Let me find that Kamala Harris Kwanzaa clip. Okay. This is the clip. I haven't seen this. Hold on. Let's watch this together. Hold on. Okay, this is Kamala Harris giving a happy Kwanzaa. Okay.
Happy holidays, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to send my warmest wishes to everyone celebrating Kwanzaa.
Oh, Lord.
Like so many other holidays, we will be celebrating Kwanzaa a little differently this season in our home. We'll be doing it over Zoom.
Oh, please.
You know, my sister and I, we grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family and our extended family, we would gather around across multiple generations, and we'd tell stories. The kids would sit on the carpet, and the elders would sit in chairs. And
I just wanted to stop to see my damn face.
And we would light the candles, and of course, afterwards, have a beautiful meal. And of course, there was
with curry and hummus.
It's always the discussion of the 7 principles. And my favorite, I have to tell you, was always the one about self-determination.
Oh, God. Were they sitting around listening to Tupac? Were they listening to Tupac at the Kwanzaa celebration? Stop.
Kuji Chagalia. And, essentially it's about be and do. Be the person you want to be and do the things you want to do and do the things that need to be done. It's about not letting anyone write our future for us, but instead going out and writing it for ourselves. And that principle motivates me today as we seek to confront the challenges facing our country and to build a brighter future for all Americans. So to everyone who is celebrating, happy Kwanzaa from our family
to yours. Fuck out of here. Come on, dude. This woman is faker than a $3 bill, man. Come on. I don't like when people just lie to our faces, man. Come on, dude. This woman and her family ain't celebrating no damn Kwanzaa. What, her extended family? None of these people identify as black. Y'all know good and well nobody in this woman's family was celebrating no damn Kwanzaa. Stop. Oh, just the blatant disrespect. The blatant disrespect. They were celebrating Hindu holidays. They were not celebrating no damn Kwanzaa. She couldn't even get the lie out right. Well, we were celebrating Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa. Yeah. We're celebrating Kwanzaa. Yeah, just multi-generations, just generational. We've celebrated Kwanzaa for generations. Woman, Kwanzaa was started after the 1960s by that damn agent Karanga ass. That agent. Oh, God. This woman does the most, man. This woman does the damn most. Just the lying in our faces. Yeah, it wasn't no multi-generational type of thing. They created that shit in 1966. So it's not a long traditional type of thing. Yeah, she's trying to remember her lines. Oh, God. Was Fife Dog there? Ain't that right, Fife? And were they listening to Cardi B? This is what we're going to get for 4 years, guys. Guys, we're going to get this type of rhetoric, this type of disrespectful pandering. We're not going to get anything tangible. We're going to get disrespectful ass pandering like this. Her with these jive ass black credentials. But some of y'all HBCU niggas, y'all were like, hey, we're going to get one. That's one of us. Y'all went and tried to vote for her ass. Y'all tried to go against the grain. Now, hey, y'all gonna have to eat that. All y'all folks who supported Biden and Kamala, y'all don't hide now. Y'all hiding. A lot of y'all done slithered somewhere. Y'all need to come on back out because we're gonna hold you accountable for all of these 4 years of the BS. But anyway, guys, today's topic, we're talking about, are you prepared to hold power? See, we talk about black power. We talk about getting rid of systematic white supremacy. But family, and our brother John Henry Clark would bring this up. Black people, if we got power, would you be prepared to hold on to it? Would you be prepared to maintain power? And at this moment, a lot of us are not ready. Now, we got to get ready. We got to get the mindset right. A lot of people are not ready to hold power. This is why a lot of people will talk about systematic white supremacy in a very cosmetic sense, but deep down, they don't really want to get rid of systematic white supremacy because they like the fact that somebody else, white mommy and white daddy, are maintaining the wheel right now. Let's get down to some real truths here. There's a lot of black people who are fine with white mommy and white daddy running things because this gives them an opportunity to goof off. You don't have to worry about maintaining anything significant, any type of power. You get to twerk, smoke, drink, fuck, do all this goofy plantation nonsense. People are perfectly fine with that. Let's be real. Because when we start talking about real power, meaning being self-sufficient, independent of white mommy, white daddy, we start seeing niggas talk crazy. See, a lot of folks will talk out against white extremism. They'll talk against white race soldier attacks. It's like, hey, please, we don't mind you being in power, white mommy, white daddy, but just don't be shooting us like this. We don't mind you being in power, white mommy, white daddy, but don't gun us down in the back while we're running. Don't let the white supremacists come and bomb our churches. I mean, we don't want that. No justice, no peace. See, we'll talk that. But outside of extremist situations, black people are perfectly fine with the way this shit is set up. Black people, like too many of us, like being the children. Everything is just gossip, twerking, drinking, smoking, partying, and all that. And white mommy, white daddy, they get to handle the hard, heavy lifting. when some of us in black society, notice the criticism we get. When we start doing things independent of white mommy and white daddy, look at the criticism that we get. Y'all, they're pimping the community over there, owning businesses and shit. When those of us in black society do things independently of the dominant white supremacist society, look at the folks who are talking against that. Because see, when we get into the mindset of doing things independently, see, now that gets contagious. You see, that gets real contagious. And then everybody else with some sense, they're going to get on that same bag. Family, I want y'all to name the top 5 most popular black websites that everybody go to on a regular basis. What's some of the top 5 websites? Name them in the room. What websites do black people go to on a daily basis? What are some of the websites and message boards that have the most hits from black people? Let's look at this. Let's break it down. Let's break this down. What are some of the sites that people go to? Black folks, a lot of black people go Shade Room. That's one. That's true. World Star. True. Media Takeout. True. The Root is dead. People don't go to the Root. The Root is dead. World Star. Shade Room. Gossip. Media Takeout. So those are the main 4. Those are the main 4. Okay? Notice, and I talked about this before, these websites are all owned by non-foundational black Americans. Number 1, a popular message board is Lipstick Alley. That's another non-foundational black American owned message board with a lot of users who are not foundational black Americans. And their whole objective is to talk down on foundational black Americans on their site. Out of all those websites you named, guys, notice none of those sites have really heavily promoted hidden colors or any other thing that is progressive with black people, anything that's going to teach black people any type of consciousness or empowerment. Notice none of those sites go out of their way to promote hidden colors. They've never promoted hidden colors unless we threw them a couple of dollars. Like, we've bought advertising time on World Star. We bought advertising time on Shade Room, and we even had a debate with Shade Room. Shade Room did not even, we paid Shade Room to promote hidden colors, and they did not want to do it. Do y'all know that? We actually paid them. Years ago, it was like Hidden Colors 2 or 3 was one of the hidden colors. We paid Shade Room for advertisement. We paid them, and they didn't want to do the shit. You understand? They don't want to show that type of mentality because their bread and butter is black ignorance, showing the most ignorant things of black society to keep us blind, deaf, and dumb and off focus and plantation minded, while they make bank off exploiting the underbelly of foundational black American society. They focus on the bottom of the barrel. And I talked about this on my last broadcast, but we can't say anything about the degradation out there in any African country. If we talk about that, they cry foul. Oh shit, nigga, why are you saying this about us? These stereotypes. Even if we speak the truth, I remember when I went to South Africa and I did a video showing what South Africa is really popping like and how black folks are really living in South Africa. Unfortunately, it's very sad. I could not find no middle-class black areas or no well-to-do black areas. Oh, I was in Cape Town. I just couldn't find it. And a lot of the coons who left there living in other countries, because I'm still cool with a lot of people in South Africa, but a lot of the coons who had migrated somewhere else, they got upset because they didn't want that image of South Africa being out there. They didn't want me telling the truth about South Africa. What's up, brother Nigel? I see you. Shout out to Nigel and Khalik, my brothers out there in Atlanta right now. Yeah. But I went to South Africa and I love the people. The people, I had a good vibe with the people, but everybody, the black people were living in these shanty towns and townships. It was just, and the white people were living fly. And I couldn't find any areas there where there was a black middle class or a black upper class. I just didn't, and I was looking. I was looking for it. It just wasn't there. And I had a lot of coons. Hey, nigga, why you show that? There's a lot of black people with money. We got money. You were on the wrong side of town. Nigga, where's the right side of town? Where is it? Where is a place in South Africa, especially Cape Town, where black people, there's a black middle class? I ain't talking about one or two people. I'm talking about a group of people, a community of people who are black and middle class. That's not to denigrate. That's to say, hey, this has to change. We got to start dealing with reality. See, it's too many people globally want to be on the hide your head in the sand. Let's just hold up and have a game face and not really acknowledge the problem that we have. So we got to get off that. In order to maintain power, you got to acknowledge reality and deal with reality. I want y'all to hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button. We're going to get real heavy tonight. Oh, another thing. Shout out to our sister, Vicky Dillard. Our sister, Vicky Dillard, it is her birthday. I don't know if her birthday has passed or if her birthday is coming up, but shout out to our sister. Shout out to Dr. Boyce. Boyce hit me up, wanted me to do a quick birthday shout out to send to him. I'm going to still do that, but I wanted to give a shout out publicly to our sister, Vicky Dillard, who's one of these sisters out here who speaks truth to power. Love that sister. Let me tell you something. The sisters like Vicky Dillard and others like that, sisters who speak about white supremacy and speak out and go hard. White supremacist society, they are really funny style about those type of sisters. Because sisters like that, like the Frances Welsings and the Shahrazad Ali's, two women who are my idols. I got into the game because of the teachings of Shahrazad Ali. My brother Khalik is in the room now. 30 years ago, my brother Khalik was out in California when he was living out here. He gave me books on Shahrazad Ali. He was one of the first people to introduce me to the works of our sister Shahrazad Ali. And getting this kind of knowledge, it hits different when it comes from a maternal figure. When you have a sister spitting that, it's a different hit. And white supremacist society knows that. This is why they keep trying to get sisters on some, hey, the sisters are the backbone of the Democrat. We got to really look out for the black woman. They play that game so that sisters won't be on that consciousness. Because they know if sisters are on that, they're going to give that game to the kids. That means you're going to give that game to the young folks. They don't want sisters spitting this kind of knowledge. They don't want that. That's why they always attacked Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. They would always try to discredit her. That sister stayed on her square all her life. See, I love sisters like Vicky and Shahrazad Ali and Frances Welsing, because these sisters, when they drop the game, they don't only teach you the game, they nurture the game in you. It hits different when it's coming from a woman. See, a dude giving you the game is one thing, But when a mother, maternal figure is dropping that game, it is nurtured into your ass. It hits different. That's why I'm so thorough. My two idols, again, Shahrazad Ali, who is still like a second mother to me today. I love Shahrazad Ali. And Francis Welsing. That game was nurtured into me. See, that's they don't want to create a bunch of me's out here, a bunch of people like my ass. A lot of people who are getting that game from these thorough sisters. Jade, yeah, our sister Jade Arundel, she's a thorough sister too. I know Strappy disrespected Dr. Welsing. I know that. This is why people like Strappy are pieces of shit. We won't even go there. But yeah, Strappy disrespected our sister. And I think Strappy disrespected Shahrazad Ali too. You know, the Strappies of the world, they want you on the plantation. They want you still on that plantation. You understand? Yeah. But the thing is, guys, we have to get into the mindset of maintaining power when we get it. Because let's be very clear. The white supremacists, they know 2040 is coming up. Y'all know that clip of Biden saying, hey, 2040 is coming up. White people are going to be the minority. We're in trouble. A lot of them are in panic mode right now. A lot of these people are in panic mode right now. 2040 is coming real soon. Family, that's 20 years from now. Remember, guys, it was just 2000. Year 2000 was just around the corner. It's 20 years later. Many of you remember what you were doing in 2000? You know, these couple of decades have swished by. You understand? But listen to me. White supremacist society, they're very delicate right now because your numbers are already dwindling, all right? Your numbers is dwindling already. Your numbers are dwindling already. And also, there's a pandemic now. The numbers are dwindling and there's a pandemic. So now what are they going to do? They're getting desperate right now. So they need surplus whiteness. This is why they're trying to campaign for the Hispanics so much. This is why they're trying to groom the Hispanics now. They can't do it with the Asians. You know, they have a push-pull relationship with the Asians because a lot of Asian countries, see, they'll go along with the bullshit. You know, they'll go along with white supremacy, but deep down, see, a lot of these Asian countries, see, they remember some of the real harsh mistreatment done to them by the hands of the white supremacists, see? So they don't know when the Asians will flip on them. That's the thing. Even with this corona thing, hey, there's been talk of bioweapons and all this stuff, so they don't know if some of this stuff was designed by the Asians. They don't know, and it just kind of ran amok. They don't know. We do know over in certain parts of Asia, they have been developing different bioweapons that would target white people. They've been doing this in Asia. And there was this book, and I mentioned this book on my broadcast before, by two military men out of Asia who wrote a book talking about attacking the West, how to covertly attack the West, meaning white, in America particularly, with bioweapons and all types of stuff. They've been talking about this for years. You see, a lot of Asians, they remember those atomic bombs that was dropped on them by the white supremacists. See, a lot of them remember that. They ain't never forgot that. A lot of them, they remember the internment camps out here. They remember that. Even in the Philippines, they remember the nigger war. That's what they called it when they went out there to the Philippines slaughtering Filipinos. And it was a foundational Black American, David Fagan, who defected from the U.S. Army and started training the Filipinos in guerrilla warfare so that they wouldn't get slaughtered. Yeah? Vietnam. They remember. So the Hispanics weren't really attacked like that for the most part. So they don't have that memory. So now they're thinking about trying to whiten them up, just like they did in Argentina. See, Argentina got rid of all the black people. Argentina was the population was majority black at one point in the 1800s. And they ethnically cleansed damn near all the black people out of there, but kept the culture though. But they kept the culture. Yeah. So they want to see if they can do that with the Hispanics now. This is why we got to get off that black and brown nonsense. We really, 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 really got to get off that black and brown nonsense. That's a death knell for us. We got to get off that. But yeah, the Asians stay on code. They know that. Asian society, they stay on code. They'll go along, but they'll flip on their ass at the drop of a hat. Yeah? So they got to have surplus whiteness. And we got a black problem here. See, white supremacist society, they're going to try to latch on to the Hispanics to hold on to the white power thing. Because the Anglo-whites are already a minority. Anglo-whites have been a minority for a long time. Okay? And Anglo-whites, so that's the whiteness that all the other subsidiary whites try to attain to be. The Anglo-Saxon Protestant white, everybody else wants to get to that level. They're second fiddle to the Anglo-Saxon whites. Okay? So now they're getting desperate. They're getting desperate and they're getting into terror moves right now. Now, family, this weekend, or this week rather, I forgot what day. It happened either Friday or Saturday. It happened one of these days. Out there in Illinois, there was a mass shooting at a bowling alley. What's this place? It's like, I think 45 minutes outside of Chicago. Where my Illinois people? Yeah, we're going to do some good history lessons on tonight's broadcast. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Hit that like button. There was a mass shooting at a bowling alley. A white man came in and just started spraying. And the media and law enforcement were kind of hush-hush about this. They were very casual about it. In Rockford, Illinois. And I heard Rockford is a place that's known for its racism. I heard Rockford is known for its racism. So this guy, he goes in here, shoots a bunch of people, killed several. Rockford, Illinois. His name is Duke Webb. When I heard that story, I said, okay. They said something interesting about the description. They said Duke Webb, an Army member, is accused of the Rockford shooting. I said, that's a very interesting description to give somebody. They keep talking about he's in the Army. He's in the Army, he's in the Army, he's in the Army. I said, wait a minute. I bet he went and targeted black people. Sure enough, I looked at the facts. He shot a bunch of black senior citizens, shot a couple of black teenagers. He went in there and shot a bunch of black people. Yeah, he went in there and killed a lot of older black folks. Some of the young folks got shot too. Okay? All the deceased were elders. He shot teenagers too, yeah. What's interesting, there was one kid who got shot. Him and his family went out to flag a cop car down, and the police pulled a gun on them after a black teen got shot. Excuse me. The media is downplaying the fact that this thing was a racial hit. This was a racial hit. The media is all, we don't know what the motivation is. We don't know what his motives are. Man, it just seems kind of random. This is why we got to understand how power works. Power is us being able to fill in the blanks and tell the truth about what's going on with us. Because the dominant society, they're exerting power against us. Power against us. Power, you can use power by omitting things. Neely Fuller talked about how the white supremacist likes to withhold information that's valuable. That's a power struggle right there. That shit was clearly racially motivated. I knew it was racially motivated the minute it happened, the way it sounded. Just a random white dude walked off into a spot and just started capping. So they're downloading the racial aspect of it. Why? Because, see, they don't want us to be in the warfare mindset. They don't want to tell you, and we got to stop waiting on them to give us a cue to be on top of our game. See, this is how desperate they are. They're hiding a lot of racial attacks out here. They're hiding this stuff. And just the fact that they keep referring to him as an army member, an army sergeant, they keep saying the word army. Now notice, family, when a black person does a mass shooting, they don't sit up and say it's an army member or military. They don't say nothing about the military. That's not the first thing that they tell you about the person. Remember when Micah Johnson, down there in Florida, he retaliated and shot them, allegedly shot those cops down there in Dallas? They didn't refer to him as, hey, Army member Micah Johnson. Oh no, it was terrorist, black identity extremist, Black Lives Matter, thug. It was everything under the sun, but they were not giving him the title of military or army man or none of that stuff. And he was in the military at one point. You see? They keep saying army, 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 army. Yeah, Gavin Long was another guy who shot a bunch of cops. They never went around talking about military man, army man, army man. The reason why they keep saying that this guy is an army member, and just keep on driving it home. They keep saying that this suspected white supremacist who shot all these black people, they keep saying that he's an army man, so later on, they could set up the PTSD defense for his ass, okay? They're already getting it in your mind. See how the media and law enforcement, they all work together on this stuff? They're setting it up so they can say he has PTSD. That's going to be their defense. I can almost guarantee that's what they're going to do. They're protecting this guy. See how they all get on code with each other? That's how they get on code with each other. Family, remember down in, I want to say Nashville, a couple of years ago, a white supremacist walked off into a Waffle House and started killing a bunch of people? And it was a black man who whooped his ass and stopped him? Remember, I don't think he went to trial. They said that he was too incompetent mentally to stand trial. Remember that? They put his trial on hold. Because what he did, he shot all those people, then went and took all his clothes off and started running around naked. And they were like, oh, he ain't got sense. He's crazy, so he's too incompetent to stand trial. That's them getting on code with each other, man. That is them getting on code with each other. That's to make these guys, you look at them, oh, well, he didn't know what he was doing when he killed all those black people. He didn't know what he was doing. Yeah? The black dude who beat his ass, they didn't parade him around like a hero. The black man who stopped a damn mass shooter barehanded, it was a black man. Because, see, white supremacist society, they look at that as an L. Because, see, deep down, they like when these white supremacist suspects go and do these little mass shootings on black folks. With Dylan Roof. Remember, they were trying to do the same thing with Dylan Roof. They were trying to get him to say that he was mentally ill. Dylan Roof was like, no, ain't shit wrong with me. The judge was on some, hey, man, you sure you ain't crazy? I mean, you sure you're not mentally ill or nothing? I mean, yeah, if you're mentally ill, I'll throw this shit out, but are you sure? I mean, are you okay? Dylan Roof damn near begged to go to jail. Dylan Roof wanted to martyr himself, so he's a hero among white supremacists in jail, so he's good. There's a reason why they took Dylan Roof to get Burger King, guys. I mean, we have to really unpack that. They took this dude to get a snack after he murdered a bunch of black people. I mean, we really don't fathom that. We talk about it, but we don't really see how deep that is. They took this dude to go get a snack, like, job well done. We got to understand that law enforcement is behind a lot of this stuff. And it's okay to point that out. See, if we start pointing that out, people try to shame us talking about conspiracy theories and all that. Let me tell you something. That's called investigation. Black people, don't be ashamed to investigate. This is power. When you are assuming power, your job is to look at things from all angles and then figure out the solution. That is your job, to look at things from all angles. You look at everything from every single angle, from every possibility. When white people do it, that's called great investigating. When we do it, y'all niggas conspiracy theories. Y'all better listen to white folks. But we got to look at things from every angle. We don't just take what white people tell us for face value. Just like when my brother Nipsey got killed. When you look at that, every angle we look at that, it looks like law enforcement was involved in that. I've always maintained that. There's coons out here, man, come on, that you conspiracy theory, it's just niggas be hating shit. Let me tell you something, people on the streets of LA, don't nobody believe that was just a nigga hating. Everything about that thing was orchestrated. Even Nipsey's brother, Sam, questioned, hey man, was this really a hit? Like, Sam questioned that. So let's be clear. That thing with Nipsey, and I don't look at every angle of it. That was cold how they did that. That shit had hit written all over it. That thing had a hit written all over it. Remember, Nipsey would tell me how they would get raided all the time. They would raid that shop all the time, and they would make sure that nobody had guns up there. They would arrest cats up there because if anybody was a felon, they would go up there to the Marathon store. Even before it was the Marathon store, it was another shop. They called it something else before the Marathon store, but Nipsey and Sam had that spot for a minute. The cops would go over there and gaffle Nipsey and those guys up all the time. Why were they doing that? To make sure nobody had weapons. Okay? How did me and RZA get there so fast? If somebody shot your friend, what would you do? I stopped what I was doing and I got there immediately. When I got the text he got shot, I dropped everything and went down there immediately. Yeah, Slauson T's, Crenshaw. But listen, they went up there, they kept gaffling them up, letting them know, making sure nobody had guns. They would always go up there and let them know, if you're a felon, you can't have guns, or y'all felons and y'all up here. They kept making sure they did not have guns. See, y'all got to look at it from that perspective. Why do they keep on going up here sweating these brothers? So now they go up there sweating Nipsey and Sam all the time. They make sure they ain't got no weapons. They make sure nobody has a gun. Now, if you got a gun, understand, we're going to come back up here, so you better not have a gun. Now, we're going to come up here randomly. We're going to just do random shakedowns at your legitimate store. We're going to keep doing these shakedowns, so you better not have no gun when we come. So now they know, okay, we better be squeaky clean up here. So now this Eric Holder dude, who's an informant, who's working with the police, he knows there's no gun up there. That's why he was so comfortable to go up there shooting Nipsey in broad fucking daylight. He knew nobody up there had a gun. He knew. That's why he shot Nipsey, ran off. Hey, nobody shot back? Okay, cool. Let me shoot him. He kept going back and forth shooting because he knew whoever his handlers were, they let him know, ain't nobody gonna hit you back. You understand? That's why he was so comfortable going up there. He knew nobody was going to clap his little ass back. Yeah? And that Eric Holder dude, they're trying to throw his case out. They're trying to bundle his case now. Yeah? They sent his ass. That's why y'all haven't heard nothing about that trial. I've been hearing stuff about it. I heard the prosecutor didn't show up one day. They've been bundling that trial for the longest. Yeah, dude, he went up there. Nobody's that comfortable going up there with all of them riders. He knew nobody had a weapon up there. He knew that nobody had guns. He knew that they were not allowed to have guns at the store. Yeah? It's deep, man. This is how we got to look at things from every angle. There's nothing wrong with looking at things from every single angle. We got to look at things from every angle. For example, this bomb in Nashville. Shout out to Nashville. As you know, there was a bomb that went off in Nashville in front of the AT&T building out there in Nashville. Now, the other day, there was a bomb. Somebody parked like an RV out there, and boom. There was a message on the RV. This is the killing part. There was a message on the RV saying, hey, anybody who's close to the area, you need to evacuate. Anybody close to the area, you need to evacuate. And then boom. This was like at 6 in the morning. This was at 6 in the morning. There was a huge explosion, blew up several buildings out there. I want to say some people got injured, but the casualties, it was minimal casualties. I don't know if anybody died. But we got to look at this thing from different angles. Now, the suspect, some Anthony something, some white man, it's a 63-year-old white man. They will not show this man's picture for nothing. They act like they don't have a picture of him. Okay? So the suspect, they said it's a 63-year-old white man. They don't have a picture of this guy. There's no picture of this guy, according to them. Now, family, they can get this man's picture if they really wanted it. Anthony Warner, that's his name. So are they saying it's a suicide bomber? Well, it's some guy. Who's this Anthony Warner dude that they're all up on? They've been investigating this Anthony Warner guy and trying to lone wolf him. They're not showing no pictures of him. Now, family, they want his picture again. They can just get his DMV picture. They can get his DMV picture. They've been showing his house and all that stuff. Oh, so they finally found a picture of him? Okay, because for the last couple of days, they have not shown his picture. So now they're claiming he died in the blast? Okay. Are y'all serious? Hold on, let me see this. Now, this really looks suspicious. Now they're saying he died in the blast. Okay. Now, I didn't know that. Now this shit looks real funny style. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Now that looks real funny. Hold on. Let me see that. Let me Google something. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm seeing, 4 hours. Oh, so they are saying this dude died in the blast. Okay, let me show y'all this. Okay, listen. Okay, listen. Now this sounds real funny now. Okay, hold on. Oh, now this is real interesting now. Listen. Okay, hold on. This is real interesting. Let me show it here. Hold on. It's showing ads on here. Hold on. Okay, y'all bear with me. Okay. Authorities, man responsible for Nashville explosion died in the blast. Okay. Come on, commercial.
This is a News 2 breaking news alert.
We've come to the conclusion that an individual named Anthony Warner is the bomber, that he was present when the bomb went off, and that he perished in the bombing.
Oh.
And we know tonight the man who left downtown Nashville smoldering Christmas morning died in the explosion.
Okay, look, this sounds funny. Okay, now this sounds funny. Now listen, Okay, now let's look at this thing from different angles now. Let's look at it from different angles. Now we're gonna have to look at this thing. Let's look at it from different angles now. Listen. Okay, so they just got his picture. Okay, for the last couple of days, they have not shown this dude's picture. All of a sudden, they get a random dude. This is the killer, and he's dead. And don't nobody know anything about him. He's a loner. He's a lone wolf. Okay, listen. Okay. And he transferred a house to a woman out in Los Angeles. Okay, listen. Okay. Let's look at this thing let's look at it from some different angles here. Okay? We're doing some investigating. You can call it conspiracy if you want to, but we're going to do some investigating here. Okay. Listen. Now, this explosion was done. It's very strategic. It was done on a holiday. It gave a warning. So the name of the game wasn't to harm a lot of people. Okay? Something is funny style here. This was an explosion that was meant to not harm people. Okay? Not only did they do it on a holiday, let's break it down. They did it on a holiday knowing that there were not going to be a lot of people going to work. Okay? Let's put on our thinking caps. Let's just make sense of it. Let's look at this thing from different angles. He did it on a holiday knowing that there were not going to be a lot of people out. Before the bombing, there was a warning. Hey, anybody around here, y'all better watch out. Y'all better clear the area. And from what I understand, that building, that AT&T building, that was very strategic because they knocked out a lot of 911 service like for miles. Like all over the state, all over parts of Kentucky. And this guy had to be connected with the cops or something. Even to know that a bomb placed in a strategic area would do that damage to 911 calls. But let's look at why the AT&T building. Okay? Why the AT&T building? Let's break this down. Why over there in the Nashville AT&T building in Tennessee? Because shit like that, you don't do something like that just to be doing it. And even the mayor, let me show a clip of the mayor real quick. Let me show y'all something that also seemed fishy to me. This is the mayor of Nashville talking about the bomb, and he's very casual and cavalier, and he's giggling about a bomb that just went off. So what does he know? I mean, he doesn't seem too worried. Now look at this. This is the mayor of Nashville. Look at this.
And make sure that, this is the only explosion that's going to happen in Nashville today. The dramatic thing, if you were closer, is the broken water mains do lend a certain drama to the scene, for sure. So all that, it's a hard thing, but that's why I'm feeling calm. Well, we are famous place and everything, and make sure that.
Okay, I mean, don't he seem a little casual? Don't he seem like real casual for a bomb just went off in his city? What does he know? He knows. Ain't that a real weird response? Like, yeah, man, a bomb just went off. Man. I mean, shit, that's crazy, you know? I hope that's the last one for the day. I mean, God, a bomb? Oh, my. Nigga. What kind of response is that, dude? A bomb just went off in your city, and you up here giggling and just real casual about it. So all of these little things is making, it looks real funny style. Like he knows that it ain't serious. Or something. So listen. That building over there, AT&T, for what I understand, the suspect's dad used to work for an AT&T subsidiary. That could be a coincidence. But if there's a lot of coincidences here, all right, now let's break this down. This dude, the suspect, they said he was some kind of IT tech, an independent IT tech. They said that his dad once worked for a subsidiary of AT&T. Okay, that could be a coincidence. A lot of coincidences, possibly. Another thing, that building, that AT&T building, it was owned by Cerberus Capital Management, okay? Cerberus Capital, I want y'all to Google what I'm saying, guys. Google what I'm saying. That building, that AT&T building was owned by Cerberus Capital Management. And some of the executives from Cerberus are also connected with Dominion Voting Systems. Okay, let's follow some of these names here. So there's a connection with that building, and from what I heard, from what I understand a couple of days before, AT&T, or one of these companies out there in Nashville, I want to say it was AT&T, they got some kind of contract to do testing on that voting, some of the voting machines. Because that whole voting fraud thing, people are looking into that. Oh, come on now. Come on with it. Now, when you start putting stuff together, I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on. I'm hearing things that AT&T were supposed to get a contract to look at them voting machines. Huh? Dominion Voting, that company, I'm gonna Google what I'm saying. That Dominion Voting System, it's all connected with AT&T and Cerberus and all. They're all connected. The executives are all connected with that AT&T building and the voting, Dominion Voting. All of these people are kind of connected with each other, okay? I can break down the names. Google Dominion Voting System, Cerberus Capital, the Carlyle Group. All of these folks are connected. That building and the whole shebang. So what was in that area? Some people, we're just investigating here. We're not saying, hey, yay, nay. Yeah, people have been talking about that Dominion voting system thing for a lot of people are looking at them funny style. Yeah, I got to be careful because you start. I'm asking questions. I'm just doing investigating here. I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just asking questions. Are these things connected? Is there a possibility? I'm just asking. Some people might think, I'm not saying this is, I'm just saying, some people might say, well, damn, if you want to cover something up, blowing some shit up would be a great cover-up. So now when shit gets destroyed, oh, well, it was lost in the bomb. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what Pablo Escobar used to do. When they would charge Pablo Escobar with a crime, he'd go blow up the courthouse. He'd go blow up the police station. Like, what evidence? How you gonna convict me and your police station just blew up? You know? Man, y'all think these white supremacists are playing out here. Family, just a few days before this, remember, the FBI said there were white supremacists planning on blowing up power grids all around the country. Do y'all remember that? Come on, man, let's just talk about it. Let's put it all together. Hold on, let's put it all together. Hold on. Hold on one second. Okay, right here. This happened an article came out 5 days ago. Let me show it on the screen, just so we can have receipts here. This is December 22nd. White supremacists plotted to attack U.S. electric grid by shooting into power stations. So these white supremacists are already out here planning and plotting stuff. So this is not far-fetched. Yeah, I'd rather be called a conspiracy theorist if I'm doing some investigations. Call me that. I don't give a shit. Because I want to look at everything these folks are doing, and I'm going to be suspicious of it. Yeah? So what's going on here? Say the bomber was a Trump. That could be a possibility too. We can look at it from that angle too. It could be a Trump supporter. That possibility is there. It could have been somebody just kind of giving a warning shot. Hey, look, January 6th is coming. These MAGA dudes got something planned, because they're not going to let this election go lightly. They're not going to let this thing go and not make a fuss about it. They feel like they've been wronged and they're going to make some noise about it. So again, it could have been them doing a warning shot, like, hey, look at what we're capable of doing. Look at it from both angles. Look at it from the right. Look at it from the left. Yeah? They say AT&T may have been contracted to audit. Yeah, nigga, I'm telling you. It's saying AT&T was possibly contracted to do the auditing for that Dominion voting system thing. So yeah, this is not coincidental. And also, some of these people from Dominion, they've been getting threatened. They've been getting threatened nonstop from the MAGA crowd. They have been getting threats. You dig? And there's something definitely going on, funny style going on with the voting. We all know that. But family, we got to understand what's going on out here. You question everything. You don't take anything for face value. Just like last week when I was showing a clip of those Sambos sitting up here talking about, y'all need to take the vaccine. I mean, it ain't like Tuskegee. I mean, ain't nobody doing all that old Tuskegee stuff no more. These is good people. They done took the Hippocratic Oath and everything like that. They're sitting up here telling you to trust the people in the medical field. Did y'all see this white nurse out there? I think she was in Oklahoma somewhere or Nebraska. This white nurse, let me show y'all this. This white nurse was up here in a hospital throwing up a white power sign right here. This woman right here, she's a nurse. Hold on. So this is a nurse in her nurse uniform at work throwing up a white power sign. Now, she done been fired and everything. They done fired her ass. Her name is Marie K. something. I forgot her name. So she got Trump stuff all on her page, all of this suspected white supremacist stuff on her social media. And, you know, the hospital immediately fired her. Well, they said what they did, they were like, well, she's a contracted nurse. She works on contract. We canceled her contract and whoop-de-whoop. You understand? So folks like this, guys, these are the people that we're told to trust. Now, I want to know, firing her ain't good enough. I want to know what black people was in that damn hospital and what happened to them. Yeah, I want to know about the black people in those hospitals that she worked at and what happened to them. It basically should have got transferred. But yeah, basically. It was in North Carolina? Okay, it was in North Carolina. Family, this is why, again, we have to start understanding power. We got to start getting into the mindset of taking care of ourselves independently of white supremacist society. This is what the theme is. This is going back to the theme of what we're talking about today. We're going to have to learn how to take care of ourselves and get into the mindset of taking care of ourselves independently of the dominant society. Let me show y'all another clip. Speaking of the medical game, there was a sister who worked, I think she was working as a nurse, and she took the vaccine. And I'll just show you what happened, because sometimes if you put a commentary to it, they'll try to flag you for not being in the right context. I'm going to let this sister speak for herself. This sister took the COVID vaccine, and look at this. Some of y'all probably seen this before. Hold on.
Hi, I am a registered nurse in Nashville, Tennessee, and my name is Khalilah Mitchell. I'm reaching out to everyone about the COVID-19 vaccination.
Hey guys, by the way, that white nurse who took the vaccine and fainted, wasn't she in Nashville too? Family, help me out. Wasn't that white nurse, wasn't she in Nashville too? I think that nurse was in, that white nurse was in Nashville. But anyway, let me play this. Let me play the rest of it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Recently took the COVID-19 vaccination. After the shot, I felt fine, but within 3 days, I went to the doctor because I had problems with my face. The whole left side of my face, actually. I have Bell palsy now. And as you can see, I can't smile. I'm trying to smile. I'm just kind of embarrassed for it. But I just want everyone to know that I think this vaccination is the worst thing ever. And I would not give this to anybody, even my worst enemy. Please, America, they do not care about us. Do not take this vaccination.
Okay. Now, I won't even play the clip of that other sister who was saying, hey, man, I'm in the hospital with COVID. The white doctors are on some racist shit. She died. You got black people out here on their damn deathbeds out here talking about this stuff. Now, the white woman that I mentioned earlier, that nurse who fainted, I don't know how true this is. Let me preface it with that. But a lot of people are saying that woman died. That woman who fainted after she took the vaccine, the white woman died. A lot of people are saying that woman died. I won't say hey or nay because I don't want them to say, hey, you're spreading conspiracies or whatever. But a lot of people are saying that white woman died. You dig? So this thing is heavy out here. We got to get into the mindset, guys. The white supremacists, dude. We got to get into the mindset of handling our own business. Family, we talk about holding power. We talk about power. Do we have the mindset to maintain power? We got to have the mindset to maintain power. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. Hit that thumbs up button, hit the like button, guys. We heavy in here. Hit that thumbs up button, make it real. Hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. But listen, this virus, this pandemic that's going on out here, it's hitting white people more than they're openly admitting. It's hitting them too. It's hitting us. It's hitting them too. They're not really admitting it. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, we know 2040 is coming up and, white society, they're going to be a minority here. But understand this. because it's so delicate for them, we don't know what will happen with white society. Yeah? Family, what if, for whatever reason, some type of natural occurrence or whatever, what if in 2045, not only do white people become the minority, something happens, there's a virus or something that hits white people, and then shit, damn near every white person on the planet just falls dead. I'm just saying hypothetically, I'm talking about hypothetical situations, because when you're talking about delicate societies, certain things could happen like that. White people are already less than 10% of the global population. All right, so hypothetically, family, let's say white people, something happens, another pandemic. What if another pandemic comes along and really white people just get wiped out? What will happen then? All right, family, you wake up, hypothetically, you wake up tomorrow, whatever, a new strain of COVID come along and it hits white people, and white people just start dropping and start disappearing. It's a mayonnaise strain of COVID. It starts hitting people who consume a lot of mayonnaise, and white people just, unfortunately, I say unfortunate because we don't want no genocide of anybody, but let's say white people just start falling dead. No, hypothetically. No, you're not reaching. I want you to understand this. Certain cultures and groups of people have been wiped off this planet. Native Tasmanians, they were completely wiped off the planet. The British and those guys went over there to Tasmania and wiped out all the native Tasmanians. The last one living was a sister named Truganini, I think that's her name. In the 1800s, one of the last ones living. But all the native Tasmanians, they wiped them all off. People can get wiped off. You understand? But let's say hypothetically, you woke up, guys, tomorrow and there's no white people. What would you do? If you woke up tomorrow and there were no white people, you go to work, your white bosses are dead. It's the first thing, niggas will celebrate. Some niggas will celebrate, Oh, some will. Some people be sad. You be confused. No way. First of all, let me tell you what's going to happen. What would happen? If white people disappeared tomorrow morning, let's just say they just disappeared. Niggas are going to be, first, all the Nike stores are going to be raided. They're going to raid all the Nike stores. The weave stores, there's bundles of weaves going to be raided, okay? The Nikes and weaves are going to go. That's going to be the first thing to go. Then flat screen TVs is going to be that type of shit. Nikes, weave, flat screen TVs, okay? Now, after a month of Nike weaves, flat screen TVs, then all the Bentleys and the Range Rovers, cats are going to get all those. I'm telling you how it's going to go down. All the Range Rovers, they're going to go into the dealerships and get all the Range. It was just going to be a free fall. It's going to be one giant Freaknik party for about 6 months. Okay? Now, I won't say it won't last that long because, no, 6 months is too long. I'd say I give it a month. I give it a month. It'll be a one nationwide Freaknik party. Okay? And then what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to put gas in all those cars that you got from the dealership. Why? Because nobody's out here refining the oil. See, we got to look at all the technical things. So now ain't nobody refining the oil to put in the car, so you can't drive the cars no more. You can't get gas. Nobody's refining it. Black folks aren't refining the oil. A lot of black folks don't know how to. You've been locked out of that industry. Now, the weave shops, you don't have establish trade to go over there to Malaysia and India to get the weaves. You don't control the air or the shipping. So now those weaves going to look raggedy in a month. And since all the weaves are going to be taken out, they're going to be taken out of the stores. Okay? Them weaves going to look real raggedy in a month. And there are not going to be no more weave bundle hairs nowhere. So you can't. Now where you going to go? Now you're going to have a bunch of cars abandoned on the road. And you're going to have a bunch of chicken head weaves walking around. Got it? Also, after that 1 month of turning up, with all the white people gone, everybody's going to be in the dark. The electricity is going to go out. All the electricity is going to go out because nobody's maintaining the electrical power grids. Black folks aren't maintaining that. I'm telling you how this shit is going to go. See, we don't look at a society from this perspective. How to maintain a society. When the white people go, we're not running those industries. Okay? So now the power is going to go out. Then the internet is going to go out. Nobody's maintaining the servers. So now you can't post on the gram no more. You can't thought it up. You can't show your coochie on OnlyFans. All of that is gone. No more OnlyFans. No more Instagram thoughting. None of that stuff. Yeah? So now what you going to do? So now everybody's going to be in the dark. All the grocery stores are going to be raided. You're going to get all the food from the grocery stores. There's going to be food shortages. There's going to be plumbing backed up. Nobody's going to be refining and curing the water and all of that stuff. So now, a lot of folks out here don't know how to live off the earth. They don't know how to go out here and refine things. None of this stuff. No, I'm telling you how things are going to be. We got to start looking at it like this. Yeah? Cats ain't out here on these farms. Again, cats ain't out here building houses like grandpa and grandma used to do. Back in the day, those black men back in the day, they knew how to get out there and build houses. Some of y'all who got grandparents and great-grandparents, I'm talking about old school. If you are in the South and your family has a house that was built between the 1940s and the mid-60s, I can almost guarantee your granddad or your great-granddad built that house. If you are a black person and you live in the South and your family has had a house that was built between the 1940s, the 1960s, your granddad or your great-granddad built that damn house, and that house is still standing. Why? Because those black men knew how to build some damn houses back in the day. Those houses are still sturdy today. They would build those houses. They knew how to put them on strong foundations. Them black men knew how to put up a damn house back in the day. They were very thorough. Black men were the go-to folks for building houses at one point. Out here in Los Angeles, Paul Revere Williams. It was a black man who really built a lot of these structures out here in early Los Angeles. He helped design LAX, a whole bunch of the LA courthouse downtown. He was the go-to architect out here in Los Angeles. The whole concept of houses in the hill came from this guy, putting houses all in the Hollywood Hills. It's a black dude. Yeah? My grandfather built my grandmother's house that's out there in Leeds, Alabama, still standing. Those black men back in the day knew how to build them damn houses on strong foundations. They were thorough with building them houses. Them houses are still sturdy to this day. But the thing is, we got to get into the position of holding power. Who's going to get out here and do the hard work? See, we're told we're supposed to be out here flossing and showing out and, blinging and all that stuff. But in order to maintain a society, somebody has to get down there and do the dirty work. Meaning, you got to get your hands dirty. You got to get out there in the soil. Meaning, you got to get out there and climb on top of the towers. You got to get the power grids working. See, everything ain't about glamour. Are you ready to hold power? See, in order to hold power, you got to put in more work. A lot of folks don't want to do that. This is why in places like Haiti, when they got the white people out of there, Henry Christophe and Dessalines and all these folks, the coons of the society started targeting them because they were like, hey, look, we got these white people out of here, these white supremacists, but we got work to do. We got to work harder now because we got to maintain our country. They were like, well, no, nigga, we're going to kill you because we're still trying to party. We trying to have a turn up. You trying to get us to work? No, man, we got to party and bullshit. Now look at things. Yeah? What are we going to do if there's no more white society? So you got to start thinking like that. Somebody said, see, you say, am I being anti-black? How so? Now, let's be real. Are any of us running these power grids? Let's be real. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. Are there enough of us who know how to run power grids? Let's just be real. So we got to stop being in fantasy world. See? We got to stop being in fantasy world and getting your feelings hurt and your thong in your ass. No. We got to talk real. We have to talk real. You understand? We're going to have to be real. We got to get into the mindset of maintaining things. We'll find a way. No, you better get your mind right now. Don't find a way at the last minute. And what happens is everybody's scrounging and scurrying and scratching. You better be in that mindset now. You better start learning skills now. So you'll already be, look, when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. See, I'm hearing shit in the chat room. We'll find a way. We just gonna find a way. See, that's project talk. That's that good times Florida Evans. We just gonna find a way, James. I don't know where JJ's getting all this cash. That's that Florida Evans shit. We find a way. No, you planned. You create a way. You create a way. No, don't fuck all that pie in the sky wishing for the best. No, that's nigga thinking. No, you create a way. You get in the right mindset and be ready. You already should be in a position where you're going out of your way to be self-sufficient. You understand? You go out of your way and start doing things so that you can be more self-sufficient. Learn how to get you a garden going on. I grew up with a grandmother who had a garden. I grew up with black folks who knew out here getting that dirt and grow things and maintain themselves, see? That's an advantage that a lot of us who were around our Southern parents and grandparents, that was an advantage we had. I'm talking about some of us old school folks. That was an advantage we had to actually see our grandmothers and great-grandmothers would get out there and plant their own food. You understand? We would see that. We could see our grandmothers and grandfathers out there planting their own food. If you got some of those real true to the game grandparents, they would slaughter their own hogs and their own animals. They'd go out there and kill a chicken and pluck that motherfucker and put it in the skillet. They were self-sufficient. You understand? We need to talk real talk right now. See? We need to be in the mindset now of running businesses. So when things go down, we know how to stock, supply, create, sell. We already have an infrastructure in order to maintain things and have a network of people. We need to be in a mindset of establishing international trade. You understand? I'm just giving y'all some game of what we already need to have. I know how to correspond with folks in different countries. I got hookups for different products all over the world. See, we got to be in the mindset of doing business. Just in case white mommy and white daddy ain't around no more. What are you going to do? How are you going to feed yourself? How are you going to light up your home? Do you have any solar powered devices around your home just in case there's an emergency? Are you stocked up on food? Are you stocked up on perishables? Are you stocked up on dry food? I mean, you got to be ready. Yeah, we got to have our own Silk Road. We got to have our own plug. We got to have our own network. Family, this is why at the Foundational Black American Conference, you got to rub elbows with other black business-minded people. See, there's a reason why we do stuff like this. When we had our convention, you were around black people who were about business. Not only black people who were running stores and they were selling items, there were a lot of black people at the convention who were lawyers. There were black people who were doctors. There were black people who were educators. You see, we got to have those plugs. Because see, we're lacking in a lot of industries. I remember when we had our second son, Asir, we had a doula. We had a black doula who helped deliver our second son. And this sister, I forgot what the sister's name is. This was the only black doula in Los Angeles. This is a city with what? 3-4 million people? How many people in LA? This is a city with what, 3-4 million people. There was only one sister who was a doula. One. This was the only black doula in the whole city of umpteen million people. How many ever million we have? Yeah? Your wife is a doula, that's what's up. But this was the only certified sister. Your niece is a doula. Yeah, there's good money in that. Yeah? But yeah, we got to understand how to handle business. So you're a black doula? Yeah, there's good money in that. It was good money. This sister was real sought out too. She was a lot of people were seeking her out. But I want us to get into the mindset of running businesses, handling business. Because that's what when we talk about power, see, we got to start thinking in terms of maintaining power. A lot of folks think power is getting white people to give you shit. A job, or white people to acknowledge you. No, power is putting yourself in a position to do all of these things and to protect yourself and your resources. See, that's power. You know? We got to understand the game. Yeah, LA, man, it's kind of sad out here. The black folks have been pushed out of LA. Man, you go around LA, man, and just don't see black folks like you used to, dude. Unfortunately, and I'm talking about you go down to South Central and don't see a whole bunch of black folks now. Yeah? Black folks have been pushed out to the Palmdales and the Inland Empires and all those places out here. Yeah? But family, we got to be in a position, and we got to start being 100 with each other. We got to be real with each other. Fam, when I was doing, I'm working on buck breaking right now. And the material, guys, it's a lot of heavy material in this movie, man. This movie has a lot of heavy material in it. There's a lot of deep stuff in it. Some of it is like kind of explicit to a certain degree. Okay? And I was thinking like, damn, this might be just too much. Should I water this stuff down? This is too much. And I said, nah, we need this information. The people need it. We need this information. Because I'm going to show y'all a story, guys. because these people are waging warfare on us. They're waging warfare on us, guys, and we got to be in a position to be on top of our shit. I want to show y'all something. This is a white man who adopted a black kid, and now he's dating the I guess the kid is 17 now, or 8, not 17, but 18 or 19 now, I think. Now look at this. This is very disturbing. This guy was like, yo, this is my lover, my rock. He adopted me at 16 when my mother was on crack and unable to care for me. Paul adopted me and I moved in. And I fell in love with this man and his whole being. He fed me, bought me luxury items, and gave me a car. After we first had sex, I had to think if I wanted to publicly announce our relationship or keep it a secret. I was 17. We travel, fight, fuck, we love, we bicker. His friend wants me to find him a boy who looks like me. Okay, family, and this is real, just in case. He's all on Facebook, booed up with white daddy. Oh man, family, we don't really, I don't really have time to play with niggas no more, man. When stuff like this is going down, I'm not really here to play with y'all, bro. When stuff like this is happening, yeah, we're going to have to just get to the nitty gritty about this type of sick shit, dude. This is butt breaking. This is why, family, we have to debrief our folks. This is why we got to start being in positions of power so that this type of filth, we won't be susceptible to this type of filth, guys. This type of sick ass filth is what happens when you have been buck broken as a society and as a group. That's sick. And what's sick about it, now this happens all the time. Just the fact that they're so cool with being open about it, it shows, okay, look, he's white. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. That's his mentality. Hell, I can be public with one of the kids I adopted and I done buck broke him and now I'm openly dating him. See, that's a part of white supremacy, to display your sickness. Because this ain't new. Let's be clear. They do this all the time. It's bold because they're publicly coming out with it. But this is what happens. I done told y'all with black kids who get adopted by these damn troglodytes, this is what happens. They get these black kids and they traffic them, turn them out, and buck break them. They never turn out straight. Never. I told y'all. Whenever these white folks adopt these black kids, it never turns out right. Yeah? It never turns out right. You there? Bye, guys. My son, they're going to watch Christmas lights. Okay.
I need these keys.
What you want my keys?
I need the car.
Okay, okay, give me those. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, man, that's some sick ass nonsense, man. That's some sick nonsense. Family, when we do buck breaking, guys, even though there's a lot of explicit stuff in the film, I still want y'all to watch it with your kids. I'm warning y'all now. There's a lot of explicit, because we need to see this stuff. We need to talk about it and say what's going on and why it's going on and how long it's been going on. That's why I'm doing this movie. That's why I'm doing this movie. And we're going deep, man. We're talking about, we're going back into the history of Europe. We're going back to let you know the mindset of these folks, dude. We're letting you we gotta break it all the way down so that folks can understand. Because niggas be walking into these traps. Oh, no, I want to be adopted by some good white folks. Y'all think y'all think that it's gonna be like an episode of Different Strokes, where you're gonna get to be the poor black kid living with Mr. Drummond, the wealthy white man, getting all types of cars and trips and all that. But notice what dude said. Dude, the 18, 19-year-old dude, however he is, he was like, well, yeah, he done bought me things. Yeah, this good white man, he fucked me, but he bought me a bunch of stuff. You see, this is why we gotta focus on resources. When you are lacking resources, you're easy to be turned out. When you're lacking resources, you can be turned the hell out. But this happens a lot with these adopted black kids who are adopted by these white people. It's always some kind of sexual deviancy that's going on. It never fails. We're in here heavy, guys. We almost got 9,000 people in here. We're in here heavy, see? And this is totally unacceptable for being, with foundational black Americans. We don't play that type of shit with kids being trafficked. That's something we do not have an open pedophile culture in foundational black American society. You think? Yeah, butt breaking is going to be a monster. Bro, we break down not just the butt breaking that went on the plantations, but hell, we talk about the butt breaking that went on with the white Arabs who encountered black people who would turn them into eunuchs. This has been going on for a long time. The butt breaking has been going on for a minute. We bring it all the way home, bro. We bring it home. We're in here 9,000 deep. We're in here heavy. We're in here heavy. But family, when it comes to power and holding on to power and being prepared to hold on to power, see, a lot of folks don't want that. A lot of folks don't want us to be in a position of holding on to power. A lot of people don't want in black society, they don't want black folks running the show, because now when black folks are running the show, there's no more Section 8. You understand? Ain't no more Section 8. It ain't gonna be no more wet pussy challenge all day. You see? See, niggas gonna have to get serious. See, when there is no white mommy, white daddy, now you're gonna have to get serious. Who's gonna maintain those satellites that's up in the air? You know, those satellites that's orbiting the earth, they have to be maintained. Who understands rocket science and astrology and astronomy and all this? Who understands this stuff, see? Astrophysics, who understands this stuff, see? We got to get serious. You can't do the wet pussy challenge and have these satellites floating around. Somebody's going to have to maintain the satellites. Niggas can't be out here on some lean and all this old shit. You can't be over there in the motherland with cake soap and $5 weave. Somebody's going to have to start getting busy. Huh? We got to start maintaining society and getting into the mindset of doing it now. You see? But if we got in power, if by circumstance all the non-black people just fell off the planet in a couple of days and we're here, dusty niggas, they're going to have to go. See, then we're going to have to do some cleaning, see? See, the problem is, let's be clear. The reason why, and look, a lot of people are complaining about dusty niggas. I know down in Atlanta, it was a little 7-year-old black girl got killed by some dusty niggas, a stray bullet. I don't know what happened. I don't know all the details, but our babies are getting killed by these little dusty ass niggas. A lot of these dusty niggas are tethers from other places. And let me tell you something. These dusty niggas in tethers, they're protected by white supremacist society. Dusty niggas in tethers are protected. That's the reason why we can't get rid of these niggas. They're protected by white supremacist society. Notice the dusty niggas who do all the little grimy shit, they don't never get shot by the police. Notice the police never shoot niggas who's doing all the dusty shit and doing all the dusty nigga crimes. They always shoot the black people who are trying to do something good for themselves. You notice that? Notice it's a black person with a good job, a black person who's a teacher. It's always the black person trying to do something progressive who gets shot in the damn back. It's never the dusty niggas. Notice the race soldiers, when they're shooting black folks, they ain't never shooting a nigga who's in the middle of a bank robbery. You're not shooting a nigga who's in the middle of robbing a liquor store. You're not shooting the nigga who's in the middle of trying to molest somebody or rape. You're not shooting them niggas. You know? Dusty niggas are protected, just like that dusty nigga who killed my brother Nipsey. That dusty fuck nigga has been protected the minute he pulled that trigger and before. That shitty cuss nigga has been protected nonstop. Nigga, the whole hood was looking for that dude. They had that dude somewhere posted up, protected. That dude has been living the easy life. You understand? So we got to understand why we can't get rid of a lot of the dusty stuff that goes on in the community, because the dusty dudes are being protected. Law enforcement actually protects these dudes. And if we try to go at them, we get in trouble. If we want to clean our neighborhoods of dusty niggas, we'll get in trouble. Yeah? If you want to get a shitty cuz up out your neighborhood, you would get in trouble by getting that dusty ass nigga out of the neighborhood. Yeah? Yeah. Sisters like Breonna Taylor, they running up in their house. It was a sister in Chicago. Decent job. They ran up in her house, gaffled her up. Yeah? But the thing is, we're going to have to, if we were running things, let me tell you something. If we got into a position where we got rid of all the white supremacists, boy, y'all don't want me running things. Nigga, I have this shit so pristine and crisp. I have this thing running like a charm. Oh, I would have it running like a charm. First thing, all the dusty niggas got to go. Bum, hood rat, all that's going to have to go. Coons going to have to go. Oh, this thing is going to be clean. Ain't nobody going to sit around, y'all. Ain't nobody going to be smoking crack and drinking lean and all that shit. Everybody's going to be on top of their game. I run this thing like a charm. Oh, I know what to do. Oh, we going to eat. I got hookups for food, items, everything you need. Boy, I got hookups all over the world for everything that'll sustain us. Hookups here. You see, we got to be in the mindset of doing this type of stuff. Everything ain't supposed to be glamorous. See, everything ain't glamorous. Everything is not supposed to be glamorous. Somebody got to lock the doors and do the hard work. Yeah? Even when I'm doing these movies, man, see, people, that's why I don't let nobody bootleg my movies. If I catch people bootlegging, I get at them. Because no, I'm not going to sit here and I'm doing the hard work and then you going to sit here and just get all the benefits after I done all the hard work. No. No, dusty nigga. No, dusty nigga. You're not going to sit up here and bootleg my shit. And I done sat up in my home for a whole year editing and working on this movie and getting all the resources and the images and the visuals and getting everything together to put this movie together. No. It's a lot of hard work that goes into this stuff. Yeah? But yeah, we're going to make everybody get some damn act right. Yeah, we running some thing and we capable of it. This is the thing. We're capable of doing a lot of things. If white society were to fall off tomorrow, we would be fine. We'd be fine. The problem is the whole dusty Negroes that white society created. That would be our problem. Progressive black folks, we'll be fine. The dusty asses that try to maintain white supremacy and help them, those are going to be the problems. Temporarily, because we'll get them niggas straight. You understand? White mommy and white daddy ain't protecting these dusty niggas. Boy, it won't be no more crack selling, crack using, none of that stuff. Because everybody will be able to maintain with the resources that we need. We'll get everybody working. Everybody's going to pull their own weight. You understand? And nigga, I'll close off the borders to tethered coons immediately. Let me run things. You watch how I do. I'd close off any dusty tethered coon. You ain't coming. I'll cut that off real quick. Oh, I get this shit popping. You understand? I get this thing so popping. Yeah, the movie will be out in a couple of months. The movie will be out in a couple of months. Yeah, we get rid of all the dusty shit, especially the dusty tethers. Speaking of that, over in Washington, D.C., they just got an area, Little Ethiopia out there in Washington, D.C. I'm about to make the immigrants mad. Oh, yeah, they're going to get mad. They'll be all right. You know, what they going to do, just make a bunch of their little goofy-ass videos? But, yeah, listen. Out there in Washington, D.C., they designated an area, Little Ethiopia. Now, I know we got one out here, over there on Fairfax. But they got a Little Ethiopia out there in Washington, D.C., because there are a lot of Ethiopians, a lot of Ethiopian immigrants in Washington, D.C. Now, let me ask y'all this. Because they got Little Ethiopia out there in D.C., is that divisive? Huh? Is Little Ethiopia divisive? Having Little Ethiopia. Is that divisive? Let's ask that question. Huh? Is it? So you would love me in charge of border control? Oh, man. Oh, I'll stop all the bullshit. Because I'm not going to have people tell me that foundational Black Americans are divisive when other groups, they mark their territory, and there's nothing wrong with that. They do it all the time. There's nothing wrong with marking your territory and acknowledging your group. I know that Nipsey was Eritrean. I know that. Nipsey was half Eritrean. He was half Eritrean. But understand, Ethiopians and Eritreans are different. I want y'all to understand that. Ethiopians and Eritreans are different. They have a different mentality. Remember, Eritrea and Ethiopia were warring with each other. They're right next to each other. They were warring for years. You understand? Ethiopia and Eritrea were going at it, and they're right next to each other. You see, the Eritreans, they have no problem acknowledging their blackness. Like Tiffany Haddish is Eritrean. Nipsey was half Eritrean. He had no problem acknowledging his blackness. It's those damn Ethiopians now. They on some other shit. They be on some shit where they ain't even black. Yeah, Nipsey wasn't running around waving no Eritrean flag, and Nipsey knew what the game was. You understand? No. Eritreans and Ethiopians got a totally different mentality. Yeah, let's be very clear. A lot of Eritreans are hella cool. Them Ethiopians, on the other hand, let's keep it a buck, and Somalians. Ethiopians and Somalians. Some of them are real funny style. Family, I put up a clip of this Ethiopian dude. I think this clip is from the 1960s sometime. I want y'all to listen to this dude. This is a clip from the 1960s. And tell me if this mentality is not still present. This was in the 1960s. And this mentality is present and alive right now. Hold on. Let me play this clip. I want y'all to hear this. This is an Ethiopian dude, and he's with a bunch of white people. So cats get around a bunch of white people, and they start being brutally honest when they get around a bunch of white folks. So listen to this dude right here. Hold on.
Ethiopia. As a matter of fact, we don't have the Negro blood at all. And we migrated from the Semitic type of the Saudi Arabia and Yemen and the countries just away from the Red Sea. And the origin could be said that some people drafted and came to the northern part of Ethiopia. And then they migrated inwards. And time went on, they stayed and then the Hamitic races from the bordering, from the south and from Sudan and things like that, from the countries.
But if you, excuse me for interrupting, but if you don't have Negro blood, then this is news to me. The Ethiopians, I would think, wouldn't have any particular feeling about race relations in other parts of Africa.
We don't at all feel any relationship with it. It's none of our concern.
Okay, now let's unpack this. Let's slow it down and unpack it. First, he said, I don't have no Negro blood in me. I don't have no Negro blood. I'm not a Negro. I'm not like these other Africans. Whatever happens to them is no concern of me. Okay? None of that shit got nothing to do with me. Okay? This is from the horse's mouth. Those Africans ain't got nothing to do with me. It is not my concern. The struggle they going through, hey, hold your own nuts. And that means us too, by the way. Okay? That means us too. Hold on.
Race relations in other parts of Africa.
We don't at all feel any relationship with it. It's none of our concern. We just don't care about it. As we don't have the Negro blood, we shouldn't have to worry ourselves. The color the color of my face is just dark because it's due to the exposure of the sun. And my country is...
Family, did y'all hear this Negro? He said he's dark because of the exposure to the sun. What he's saying, guys, and I'm telling you, a lot of Ethiopians, and I know y'all listening, a lot of y'all Ethiopians and Somalians think and talk like this. This is what's being said in these Ethiopian and Somalian households. And they know it. This is what their families talk about. This is exactly how they think. Well, not all, enough. Yeah, you might have a couple of cool ones, a couple of riders, but enough of them think and talk and act just like this guy right here. And they know it. Hold on.
The exposure of the sun. And my country is a mountainous country. It's 800 feet above sea level. And it's more or less nearer to the sun than the other countries that lay near the equator.
Okay, guys, this nigga said he's darker and the Ethiopians are darker. Listen to what he's saying. Ethiopians are darker because the country of Ethiopia is above sea level, very high and mountainous. So the people are closer to the sun. So what he's telling you, he's a dark-skinned Caucasian. He's a Caucasian person who's only dark because of Ethiopia's proximity to the sun. He has a tan. This is what he's telling. And we're divisive. But foundational black Americans are divisive? Hold on. Let me play it again. Let me play some more.
Country is a mountainous country. It's 800 feet above sea level. And it's more or less nearer to the sun than is the other countries that lay near the equator.
Yuma?
Yeah.
You're not white?
And not black.
Not black. What
Yeah.
are you?
It's just in between.
Yuma, and I would like to know, are you, for instance, very much interested in the South African race policy? Or do you stand more or less objective towards that?
Not at all. We wish you would do things fairly. I mean, we wish you don't treat the native South Africans as you do right now. But as a matter of fact, we don't care. We just listen to your policies and things that go on in South Africa.
Okay. So family, listen. Foundational black Americans, don't ever feel ashamed for looking out for your group, because other people look out for their group. They could give less than a shit about us, dude. Let's keep it a buck. And don't come show me one or two riders. No, I'm talking about as a group, as a collective. Other folks be like, y'all niggas can hold your own nuts. That mentality is prevalent now. That's why these countries don't invite us over. And let me be real. A lot of folks over there, unfortunately, think like that. John Henry Clark talked about how, look, none of these African countries invited us to come have any dual citizenship. John Henry Clark said, man, all that land in Africa, he said, it could have been like Israel to us, and it has way more land than Israel. Israel says, hey, if you're Jewish, you come to Israel. We got you. Africa got all that land, just sprawling land. And then nobody's saying, hey, come on over here and join your black family. Nobody said. John Henry Clark said black people, every black person in America can fit in like a little corner of Sudan. That's how much land it is out there. It's just land on land on land on land. He said we can all, if we wanted to go out there, we could all fit in Sudan, just a part of Sudan. That's how much land is out there. That's absolutely true. None of them, dude. They're not. Africa, dude. We got some cool fellas and cool sisters, and we got some riders out there. But look, collectively, ain't nobody really trying to reach out. And that's fine. Because we're going to have to handle the things that we need to handle. We're going to have to handle this thing. You did? We're going to have to handle our business. And we're going to, look, they've been colonized mentally. Hard. Now, yeah, they got room for the Chinese, absolutely. But listen, they try to blame shit on the government. It's the government. Look, nigga, we want to do it. We really want to do it. But it's the government. The government would not let us do it. It ain't the government, dude. Stop. Don't let them run that lie on you. It ain't the government. It's you. It's a lot of the people. They just don't really want us over there because they don't identify with us. They know that we are a different ethnic group. We all got the same black skin. They understand we're a different ethnic group. Again, that Pan-Africanism thing, that has been one-sided. And let me tell you something, family. People have always exploited foundational black Americans by selling Pan-Africanism to us, too. And I'm not talking about Garvey. Garvey, he was genuine, and Garvey really didn't use the term Pan-Africanism, though. Garvey really didn't use that term that much. Garvey was really trying to establish international trade. That was really his thing. It was all about trade and all this stuff. But let me tell you something, guys. Let's get heavy. There was, right before Marcus Garvey's movement, there was another Back to Africa movement right before Garvey that is very little known. There was a movement right before Garvey that failed. Now, I'm not talking about Martin Delaney and all those guys, because there were a lot of people doing the, go back to Africa movement and all that. But there was another dude named Chief Alfred Sam. I think Chief Alfred Sam, he was born in the area that became Ghana, and he was a trader. He would trade things. He would bring products from Africa, so he was a trader here. He would come back and forth. But Chief Alfred Sam, they ran the whole Prince of Zamunda hustle on foundational Black Americans. See, around the early 1900s, a lot of this stuff with they were talking about black folks in Africa, and all this old stuff. So we were in the height of Jim Crow, so black people wanted to say, okay, is there a place, an option that we could go to where we'll be safe? So a lot of folks would come over and capitalize off that. This Chief Sam came over and, saw the Jim Crow racism going on, and he started selling black people here Wakanda. He was over here running that Prince of Zamunda scam. He was up here telling black people, hey, black people over in Africa, I'm a chief and I have 45 miles of land. You can all come to and set up territory on my land. So Chief Alfred Sam, he was over there in Oklahoma. He was selling stock for the land and his ship, $25 worth of stock. So he was getting money from folks. A lot of the black newspapers at the time, they were calling him out. They were like, this sounds like some scam shit. I want y'all to look this up. Look up Chief Alfred Sam, okay? Yeah, look that up. A lot of folks don't know about this stuff. Chief Alfred Sam, he was doing this whole, let's go back to Africa. He was overselling the game. He was like, yeah, man, brother, you go to Africa, when it rains, there are diamonds. There are diamonds just laying in the streets. He was literally telling people this stuff. He was telling people when it rains, there's diamonds laying around. He has all this land and all this stuff. So he got black people to start investing in stock in his ship. He got a ship called the Liberia. He told people to meet him down there to Galveston. What he did, he took 60 foundational black Americans over there to West Africa first. And there was another 500 waiting for him to come back and take them. They invested all their money. The black people sold all of their furniture, sold all their belongings to go. It was like he got 500 black people to go over there, to want to go. But he initially took 60 black people there. Now, when they got there, initially there was a warm reception. And, people are, hey, yeah, good to see y'all. That's how a lot of people are when it comes to guests, okay? When you're a guest and you coming over temporarily, they'll treat you, hey, they give you praises and props. But after a while, the black people, the 60 black people who went over there, they found out, okay, this dude, Chief Alfred, he don't really have no land. He didn't have the land that he said he had. It wasn't popping like he said. Wasn't no diamonds all in the street. When the black folks from America went over there to get access to the land, the local African tribal chiefs told them, no, we're not going to give you the land. You're a foreigner. They told the black Americans, it was those tribal chiefs telling them, we're not going to give you access to this land. So they can blame all that shit on the government all they want. It was those African tribal chiefs who did not let black people come over there from America and get access to that damn land. They told them no. So a lot of black people died of malaria. A lot of black Americans actually came back. So now the 500 black people who were waiting on the ship to come take them, the ship never came. Chief Alfred Sam just kind of disappeared with the money. So yeah, they did the whole West African scam on niggas. Look up Chief Alfred Sam out of Oklahoma. Scammed the shit out of brothers and sisters over here. And brothers and sisters had to go back to Oklahoma, and start over again. You dig? But we divisive, right? But we're divisive. We sit up and just have all of this shit done to us. Fuck that bullshit, dude. No. Nah. They stopped selling land in Gambia to black Americans. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, they don't. I wish y'all understood the game out there, dude. Yeah, they were the original Umar. I'm a descendant. Family. Dude, it ain't popping, dude. Ain't nobody really reaching out to us like that over there, dude. They're just not. That's just a harsh reality, and that's fine. This is our joint right here. We got it popping here. Over there in one of those countries recently, they shot a foundational black American dude. In one of those African countries, and I know in Ghana, it was a black family from Detroit who got killed out there in Ghana. Google that. That happened a couple of years ago. They had a house out there and some people killed them out there. It was a black family from Detroit. Yeah? Yeah, they say you got to be married to somebody. Yeah. So they do not give us access to that land out there. They don't give us access to that. Even if we want to buy it, they don't give us access to that shit like that, dude. They really don't. Because they understand that we are different people. We look the same, but in the spirit is a little bit different. Now, Asians, they give them the red carpet. You understand? But that's okay. So that's why you do not be ashamed of acknowledging your foundational black American status, and then we build on that. See, that's power. Because now we're being exclusive. We're excluding people. We're not letting everybody dump themselves on us. See, we're cleaning house, which is good. See, when you start cleaning house, that's the sign of power. When you start getting other people away from you who might undermine you, you're getting into a situation of power. That's the first sign of power. Getting people away from your ass. You understand? Power is all about rising up. And remember, it's lonely at the top, but it's jam-packed on the bottom. It's always lonely on the top. That's good. Certain smaller groups are powerful when they're all on code. Look at the white supremacists. White supremacists are less than 9% of the global population, but they're the most powerful. They're small and on code. If we're the everybody people, everything that comes to us has to be filtered through a minority coalition. Everybody can capitalize off us. That's why we're so weak. Everybody can capitalize off our ass. We're supposed to be the all representing people. We represent everybody. No. When we stop doing that in large numbers, we're going to walk into our power. We got to start thinking about power and how to hold on to it and having a power mentality. And we got to be honest about certain things. See, that's why I don't sell Pan-Africanism to people. And I got respect for our African brothers and sisters. Those are our brothers. So I got a lot of black people from Africa and the Caribbean listening all over the world. You are our brothers. We fuck with you. We still good. But when it comes to our power, I prioritize foundational black Americans first. But you are our distant relatives. But when I see the immediate family in trouble, we got to make sure the immediate family is good. You understand? We're treating everybody the same way they treat us. We don't have time to sell Wakanda. We don't have time. Because it's too late in the day right now. We don't have time for silly nonsense. We don't have time for silly nonsense like this here, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of African scams, this is your boy right here, guys. This is your guy right here. This is your boy. I hate to go there, but we don't have time for this.
And when you read Jesus, Jesus was powerful too. You see, but Moses led a nation. Jesus didn't lead a nation, but Jesus was the Messiah. So if I got to choose between Moses and Jesus, that's tough. even though me and Jesus was born on the same birthday, August the 21st. So I'm the Moses and the Messiah. That's what I am. I'm both of them, okay? Somebody said I would look like Ramses. I had a spiritual reading in the United Kingdom a couple years ago. And the sister who did the reading told me that I am a blood relative. Okay? The spiritualist told me that I am a blood relative of Ramses II.
Fuck them Negroes with that dumb shit. My spirit even tell me, how I know, because first of all, my spirit even tell me that's some bullshit. That's the first way I know.
Ramses II. That's what she told me. She said I am a blood relative.
My goddamn spirit tell me that's some bullshit.
Oh, goodness gracious, guys. But y'all need to get together. Y'all got to stop all this beefing and work together. Really? Is this what we got to work with, guys? Is this what we got to work with, guys? Come on.
Even though
and y'all think I be bullying people. Oh, come on, man. Leave them alone now. No, guys. Y'all think when somebody just becomes a parody of themselves, this is a parody of himself. Family, this is literally this. This is literally this right now. Hold on. This is literally this. Hold on.
Of Morgan Freeman.
Hold on.
And I need you to donate $8 million. And I need you to donate because I'm a descendant of Morgan Freeman. I'm a descendant of Ashford and Simpson. I'm a descendant of Tevin Campbell. And I need you to donate money. And people are jealous because all the women in the conscious community want me to smash the cookies.
That's literally that right now. It's like, you know, people think I'm exaggerating. I mean, it's really the war. He's a descendant of everything. Shit. I'm a descendant of Nefertiti. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not going to even go there. Hard body tonight, dude. This type of stuff right here. See, the Pan-African scam has just been going on too long. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of y'all being tired of it. We ain't doing that, dude. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. We're not, the whole Prince of Panera Bread bullshit hustle, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, man. We're not doing the Prince of Pancake Syrup. We're not doing that, guys. This is silly at this point. This is silly. And I'm not going to start roasting heavy, but the jokes write themselves, dude. The jokes write themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, y'all, look, Foundation of Black Americans, we are we got, and we're going to make it happen. We got to start walking into power and being prepared to hold power, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start being prepared to hold power, and we're going to be fine. Anyway, guys, go to officialfba.com to get your Foundation of Black American flags. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com to get Hidden Colors 1 through 5, including 1804. Don't forget to get the Karen keychains and go to ogoonjuice.com. Go to ogoonjuice.com to get that pepper spray. Will I have a can? Come on, y'all better stop playing and start spraying. Get that Ogoon juice. The new year's popping up. You want to have this in your pocket so you'll be safe. Have your Ogoon juice ready. All right, I'm going to holler at y'all later on this week. And y'all be